Hi, Tracy here from Tudor Dude. This week we're going to look about spelling when we're spelling phonic words. Let's start with something simple. If we're spelling the word cat, the word cat has one syllable, cat. So then we think about, right, so we draw one line to show that we have one syllable. Then we think about how many sounds, k, a, t. So we have three sounds, 1, 2, 3. So then we think about what letters represent those sounds, so k, a, t, cat. Now let's think about if we use the word bird. How many syllables? Bird. Just one syllable. So then we think about how much, so we draw what line for one syllable? We think about how many sounds. B, d. B, d. And then we put the letters in. So b, d. Now, does that look correct? Looks a bit dodgy there. So what we do is we think about what are the other options for this sound. So we use as in her, but we actually need to use the sound as in first. And sometimes we need to look at words also to know that they are spelt correctly. That's actually valid spelling strategy. But you need to know what you're looking for before that's of any help to you. Let's look at some other words. Let's look at jumped. Now the word jumped only has one syllable, although that's quite a long word. Jumped. Then we sound it out. J, a, m, p, t. Jumped. Now I can spell the base word there, which is jump, fairly easily. J, a, m, p. Now if I'm thinking about my suffix here, jumped, it actually sounds like it should be a T, whereas we know that it's a verb and that past tense verbs would end with ed. But the ed sound says id, t. It has three sounds, one of which is t for words like jumped. Let's look at a multi-syllable word. So if we're going to spell a word like caterpillar, we'd have caterpillar, three syllables. So let's sound out the first syllable, cat, k, at, p, I, l, a. So I've got three sounds and then one sound, three sounds, then one sound. Let's go through the first one. Cat, k, at. It's important to spell out syllable by syllable, that way you don't miss any syllables when you're spelling more complicated words. Cat, pill, p, I, l, a. A-R for that one. So it's really, really important that when you're spelling multi-syllable words, you break it down into the syllables and then you spell out one at a time, so that you actually make sure you hear. Often children will miss out one of those syllables. It's also important to check that every syllable has a vowel. So let me see if I can change colour. So I've got a vowel here, a vowel group here. Oh, don't know what I pressed there. Vowel group here, a vowel group here, and a vowel group here. So we've got, put the R back in, all of those have a vowel, because every syllable must have a vowel, and that's a really good check to make sure that you are correct. So I hope this helps in spelling some words where you have a phonic base and they're following the rules.